Hello everyone, it is Cici-Chan here, and today we are playing a game called Plague Inc. Now this is basically a game where you create your own virus, plague, bacteria, whatever you want to call it, and destroy humanity. Now, you may be able to hear, but I am kind of sick right now, so if I cough up some phlegm, don't judge me. I'll be sure to pause the video before I do that, though. And, basically, this may turn into a series depending on how you guys like it, but for now, we're gonna just do one round, and it's going to be very easy. I will not have the premium version because I am not in any way, rich enough to get it. Or at least I don't have money on here. I mean, yeah. And also it sounds a bit different because I have headphones now that I get to speak into, and I just touched the mic, so that's a bit bad. If you hear any outside noises, just ignore them. They're just, maybe my family or something. Give me a sec, I need to cough already. Alright, so let's get started. Now, I already know how to play, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're just going to start a new game, and we have to start as the bacteria. And I'm only going to do casual because I am a total, terrible person at this, but I'm going to give the disease a name. And we are going to kill this world with kindness. I know it's a bit, mediocre, I guess you could say, but, it's fun. So basically, you modify the genetic code of it as you go on. But first of all, I need to start in a country and then pick out some symptoms. Also, you have noticed Ruby Cat isn't here right now, but hopefully I'll get her involved in the next time I play this. If I play this again. So yeah. So I'm going to start over here in China. Yep. Alright, got one bit of disease. So we got transmission, symptoms, and abilities. So that is what we will use to spread this pathogen across the world and kill everyone. Give me a second, I need to cough again. Alright, and we are back. Now if you notice, the date does change, and you can even speed it up or pause it. So I might do that just so you guys don't miss anything. But yeah. So I'm going to go into the disease, and I'm going to start doing symptoms. So I'm going to try and go with the ones that get really good infecting stuff, because I don't want to make it lethal or severe or something. But if I do this, since they are kind of crowded together in China, they're going to be coughing a lot. And can also evolve that. So not too noticeable. And as you can see, down the lower left corner it says infected. We have already 13. So we're also going to look at transmission. So I'm going to mainly spread it through the air first. So that means I can spread it through the planes. And eventually I'll be spreading it through the sea too. Also, give me a second. I need to cough for a bit again. Sorry. Yeah, sorry I keep having to pause that, but you don't want to hear that. It's like you're bleeding, probably. Alright, so we only have about 3 DNA points. Well, we have 4 now. So to get the air thing, we need 9. Yeah, a lot of creepy stuff happens, and you hear noises while you're playing the game. Oh, and you also get news reports up here. Oh, I accidentally touched Greenland. I'm waiting for that DNA thing to go up one more, and then I'll be able to... There we go. So there we go. And you do find a bit more about like countries. So if you wanted to learn a bit about them, I think it said right there. So I have China. And it does have all these three. And you can learn about like stuff. And it's an urban country, typically has a balanced climate. So it's going to help us find out how we want to change this. As you can see, it's spreading, so you can see little red bits on the place. I'm also going to work to get it transmitted through. I can do livestock, but I'm not sure. I may just... I don't know if I want to do symptoms, though. No, I want to do this. So this protects against all climates. And, yeah, we'll go back to this. So yeah, this is like a simulation of what would happen in real life. Eventually, they will start working for a cure after they think it's, like, going to kill people and stuff. But for now, I'm pretty much not noticed. I'm gonna evolve the sneezing gene. Sometimes he even evolves on its own, and that makes it dangerous, because then, you know, you could get noticed if it evolves something lethal, and it could end up, like, killing people, but you don't want to kill people because you want to get across to people, and it'll kill off people before your disease can even spread. I've had that happen before. It's very stressful. I'm like, no, I worked so hard and so long. If we look in the world, it's only in China still. But eventually it's going to get out. Oh, and it just spread, just like I said. So eventually I'm going to change the transmission to water or livestock, depending on what I want to do. I might change it to water because that's a bit easier, but, you know. I'm gonna change it to the world so we can see this, but I'm also gonna click on Kazakhstan. It's a poor country, typically has an arid climate. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be a bit quiet, but this game is just about like thinking. So it said especially in poor regions, so I'm gonna evolve that because it said Kazakhstan is poor. Yeah, that was a bit random. So yeah, you do wait a lot, and now you can see it spread more, and it's spreading rapidly. So I'm going to spread it through water. And we're trying not to do anything deadly yet. And eventually, you know. Yeah. So I need to evolve some abilities soon. So I need about 13 for both of those, so I'm going to wait till I get 13. As you can see, there was just a red plane there. So I got more people infected. So if we look into the world menu, we can see 98% of the world. And then the cure has not been started on. But so far, things have been going quite smoothly. I say this is kind of horrifying when you think about it, but it's still kind of interesting game to play because you can find out, like, you can just simulate a disease and make it at random, and see how well it would do. It's just kind of interesting. We got the Australians. Yes! And America just got infected too. So I'm gonna evolve the pneumonia one. So it's gonna be a bit terrifying for some people, but it's not gonna well, it might be a bit worrisome, but as you can see, China is almost completely taken over by the disease. I'm gonna wait until later to do that. I'm gonna evolve that one more time. It's fun to read some of the news things, but they finally found the disease, but it's already spread so much. So I'm gonna evolve that part. Look, there's nothing else I can evolve yet. So they're not too worried about it, but they know it exists. So eventually I'm gonna have to continue this in another video, but for now, oh god. Now, as you can see, it developed the whatever symptom, I can't say it, sorry. The system, I can't say it, sorry, without using DNA points. Sometimes that happens and it's a bit worrisome. Right now it isn't too much, but those do hurt if you haven't read what I was reading before, so they might get a bit worried now. And they'll be like, oh no, we need to protect ourselves from this disease. Luckily, I've had some stuff. So if I evolve that, people won't really seek treatment. That'll help. So they're starting a cure research. So I'm going to try and get my points up to get the one thing, this thing, genetic hardening, so it doesn't really do much research. Or it stops them from doing research. So I'm going to look at the world. We already have 20%. So that's a big chunk of the world already. That's 1/5. But it also says 79, so there's 1% in there that's just out of this world. I don't know where they are right now. I think it's in between then. So they're a bit confused. Alright, and I'm going to evolve that. So that way they won't be able to track me as well. Sorry, I need to cough for a second. Okay, sorry, I am back. We infected a couple more countries. Gonna increase the transmission to also rats. Still not gonna go any further with stuff. I'm gonna check out the USA. Business as usual. It's a rich urban country. Where I live, it's not too urban. It's more suburban, but you know. And yeah. I was just curious what it said. I didn't know if it was going to say urban or something, you know. Oh, it's probably Kaylin who just texted me. So, I guess it's not. Oh, China has shut down airports. So I'm going to also evolve this ability. Still not going to go far into symptoms. Might evolve some more abilities, but I'm not going to go into symptoms yet. I don't want to do that. Definitely do not want to do that. I want to do that. I'm going to just put nausea in there. It's more infectious than the common cold, so we're doing great. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to start doing the abilities now.